His daf Yomi Yerushalmi Shevi'is, and the article is by Zishim Matamish at the top of Mem Zayin Aleph Yitzchak Bar Nachum Rishon ben Lakish. In the Vilna edition, it's on Yud Zayin Aleph, about 20 lines down. In the middle of the line, there's an Aleph in parentheses, which is from the Masoros of Shas, and at the end of that line, it says Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachman. It says Rabbi Yitzchak and Bar Nachman next time Rishon ben Lakish Rabbi Chanina. And this is the middle of the war still, so all the learning Yerushalmi should be as close for Yoshvi Eretz Yisrael who are fighting against Gaza, and for Am Yisrael B'chol Makom Shehem against the Tzarim HaTzorim Osarim Machshmam. Rabbi Yitzchak in the Kavanoki starts Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachman. So in any event, Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachman, Rishon ben Lakish, Rabbi Chanina, Hakona ba'amon umav mau. What is the status of Amon umav? Now, Rabbi Shlokish already asked this question before, and Rabbi Yitzchak Nachman did not understand why Rishon ben Lakish asked this question. So Kashi say Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachman went to ask the question. Kumi Rabbi Asa. Yeah, when they ask this question, Leis Amon Umav the Moshe. Amon Umav is from the time Moshe Rabbeinu, so it's part of Olei Mitzrayim, and presumably also kind of by Olei Bavel, and it's Chaim Shumas Samaisis Meikar Din Torah. You're not asking on the other hand. You can't be asking Amon Umav which were not Tahar B'Sichon Ba'og, because that's Chutz La'aretz. In other words, of course, there's Amon and Moav, which were not conquered by Sichon and Og, and they remain independent. But the Amon and Moav, which was conquered by Sichon and Og, which is what Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachman assumes the question about, that's only Mitzrayim and seemingly only Bavel as well. Ramana said, Kushi kam Chamir Chagai. So Ramana said, I asked in front of Rabbi Chagai. Leis Amon and Moav the Moshe? Again, the same question. Leis Amon and Moav the Abelazar ben Azariah. So if it's on those who are, if it's on Moab, which are Torah, they Sichon, so of course, which we just said, it's Kibbush Yitzrayim, Kibbush Bavel. If it's not that which was purified, so to speak, by Sichon Og, and therefore they were not conquered by Moshe Rabbeinu. So this is already explicit in your Mesechus Yadayim Perek Dal Perek Dal Mishnah Gimel. Where it says that on the day that Mary Elizabeth Azariah was appointed to be Nasi, they determined that Amon and Moav are Meiser Oni B'Shvi'is. In other words, even though there's normally no Meiser in Shemitah, but there's no Shemitah in Amon and Moav. So therefore, it's clear that they're Mechayiv them with Shumus and Meiser to Rabbanan. So the Rabbi Yisrael who said, Ksiv ki Cheshbon ir Sichon melech Ma'orihu. It says Cheshbon is the city of Sichon, the king of the Amorites. And he was he conquered this from the first king of Moab. But and there's a little bit slightly gears are changed in the and when Kavanaki from which I'm reading and the main Gemara here, it just says Rabbi Shimon here. It says Hitzricha and then it says Hadatzricha, but and he adds more for the pasuk. But in any event, it's the same principle. Hadatzricha Shimon Lakish Tira biad Sichon or lo Tira. This Cheshbon, was it mituhar by Sichon or not mituhar? Is it still considered, since it was conquered? So by Sichon, that's why we were allowed to conquer it from Sichon. But perhaps the Chumus and Maisris, it's still considered Chutz La'aretz. Or, on the other hand, perhaps it was Torah L'Gamri and considered Eretz Mamish. So he's actually asking, the stuff which was conquered by Sichon Og, what's its status? It was originally Amon Moav. Sichon Og allowed us to take it. But now, what's its status? Is it some sort of different status than what we conquered the rest of the Kibbush Olei Mitzrayim? Or is it the same status as Eretz Yisrael? And that's what the Gemara says, and again, it's like the Gersa changes here. In Tamar Chavis Minatar, in Tamar Tira, you're going to say it's Tira Chavis Minatar. It's Chavis Shumais Minatar. In Tamar Lushalo Tira, even though it's permitted to conquer, Patura. It's exempt. Amar Rabbi Tanchum Seksiv Hachel Rash Bizgarbo Milchama. It says Hachel. Interesting drosha. Definitely not in the Bible anywhere. Hachel Rosh means that Asisias Artso Chulin Lifanecha. I made his land completely chulin. In other words, it has no. Irony is because it's made completely chulin. Therefore, it's a chayiv b'shumas u'maisis d'oraisa. In other words, it's totally void of any concept of Amun Amav, and therefore it's chayiv b'shumas u'maisis d'oraisa. And that's the resolution of Reish Lakish's question. So the rest of Amun Amav was chayiv b'shumas u'maisis midrabanan, and therefore maisis only during Shemitah. The Amun Amav, which was conquered by Sichon and Og, is chayiv b'shumas u'maisis d'oraisa. Again, because we presume it's conquered both by Yolam Mitzrayim and Olei Bava, and therefore, of course, it has Shemitah. And it does them by only Jewish Shemitah. Okay, so then Rabbi Chuna, boy Mishrei Ha'un Yablona. Rabbi Chanina wanted to permit a place called Yablona, which is in the north of Eretz Yisrael. They did not do Jewish Semais there. So Rabbi Chuna said it must have been conquered by Olei Mitzrayim. And he wanted to be matched in Avodah and Shemitah, like as is the case in our Mishnah, where it said, Mishnah's way back. Minahar v'emanam lifnim nechav v'nevar. So it's a part of that area. Ask Evermana. So came Evermana. Amalei halacha chasom. I don't know if we ever saw a lashon like this before. Here it is. Sign for it. In other words, I want you to sign on my heter together with me. Okay. I don't know that anywhere else in Shas you find a signature on the sign on the dotted line, but like this. But okay, that's what he asked. Look, he didn't want to sign. The Machar come here, Rabbi Chia Bar Media. The next day, Chia Bar Media caught up with Rabbi Mana. And they said, "Yehusa b'at lo chatamta." It's good. You did a good thing. You didn't sign. The Rabbi Yoina Avu Haya Amar. Rabbi Yochanan, your father said, "Antoninus Yohav Rebbe." Antoninus gave it this land, including Yabulona, to Rabbi Yehuda. Of course, Antoninus was the king who was, or the regional despot who was close to Rabbi Yehuda. Train Alfin Dashnin. Dashnin is from the Lashon of Dashain. The Bakamraga means down the language of Doshna Shel Yericho. So he gave 2,000 not good fields barisus as for sharecropping. So therefore, it has a very interesting status. It was not a complete gift; it was barisus, and therefore, leficha, its exemption from Meiser is because it's the lands of non-Jews. But in terms of Shevi'is, we put it into the category of Kibush Olei Mitzrayim, because it was in fact in the area of Kibush Olei Mitzrayim. So leficha necheles, you can eat from it during Shemitah. Avol lo ne'avedes, but it can't be worked during Shemitah. Syria, just like Syria, which we shall see, I believe in the next Mishnah, Lacha Beis. Tur min ha'maisrus, and it's tur from maisrus is really not maker adin. It really should be chayav in maisrus, but it's kistois goyim, since it's going obviously with the opinion of Yeshkin, the la'akum beretz solaf kimi de chumus to maisrus. And therefore, it is has a status. It's part of a Mises because it is status of going which we got by Risus. So therefore, Shemitah it has. We can't work the land, but you can eat from it. But it's part of a Mises in other years because it is social good. Okay, so now the Gemara says B'chol shechziku. That header is in the Kabanaki and in the article. I'm not sure if it's in the Vilna. בכל שכתיב וכולי רב הונא אמר קיני מסניסה. מכסיב עד הנהר, מכסיב עד עמונה. Don't say that all the land from the river until Amona is from the second carrier of land. There are two. As we saw, it's like there are two strips, and there's a no man, and middle is a no man's land. So there are two Ratulas. Between them, there's the third land, and which we had when we showed the picture. I'll show the picture here on this page in the article, but yeah, over here. Right, there was this no man's land in the middle, and there was these two land over here, and land over here, which is part of Eretz Yisrael. Okay, so it's not all the land. In other words, it's not Miksib ad Nohar, and from Miksib ad Amona. There is. Actually, I'm not sure I worked out with the map. I guess the place where it's split was Exceed. Yeah, so he said Miksib Aranor is this land over here. Miksib Amona is over here on the coast. It's interesting, he has Yabluna here on this map. Part of the Kibush Mitzrayim on this side. Okay. Tiny, Ezu Arts, Vezu Chutz Arts. What's Eretz Yisrael? What's Chutz Arts? Kosher Shofei Mituri Amna Lifnim Eretz Yisrael. Anything which is on the south side of Turi Amna going down is Eretz Yisrael. Tamna Chutz Turi Amna Mount Amna to the outside. Chutz Arts. Hanisin Shebayam. What about islands in the sea? At Roe Osan Kilu Chut Matur Mituri Amna Anacha Mitzrayim. You look at them as if there is a chut from, in other words, it's great picture, but the chut is this, the dark area is the area between the chut, which goes from Turi Amna until Nacha Mitzrayim, and this is the coast of Eretz Yisrael. So there's any islands which are in this dark area are considered to be part of Eretz Yisrael. I'm not even sure there are any actual islands there, but that is that interpretation. Okay, so that is chutz la'chutz. From outside the chutz, it's chutz la'chutz. Now, if Rabbi Yehuda's well-known shita from Maseches Gimel, I believe it's Maseches in the Bible as well. Kol shuknei Eretz Yisrael, anything opposite Eretz is like Eretz Yisrael. Shneimar gvul hayom, yolchem yom hagdol ugvul. The boundary on the seaside is the Mediterranean, and an additional gvul inside the sea. So how does it work? Gvul shebetzdadim, the gvul of the north side, at roeh kilo chudmato mikafluria okeanos. So you take a line which goes from Kafluria, which is near Turei Amnon, and up to the ocean. The Nacha Mitzrayim okeanos, and from Nacha Mitzrayim up to the ocean. Inside the chut is Eretz Yisrael, outside the chut is chutz la'aretz. And this is not a great picture, but okay, this is what we got. From Kafluria over here and Nacha Mitzrayim over here, everything over here, all the way throughout the entire Mediterranean Sea, all the way out to the ocean, to the Atlantic Ocean, is all part of Eretz Yisrael in terms of Kedushas Haaretz. Which, of course, would give us Cyprus, at least. And probably Corsica and other islands way down. I'm not sure because it's Italy and places like that, because it says they're the islands, but it definitely gives us a lot more area. Again, it goes all the way out to the ocean, to the Atlantic Ocean, and includes either all the islands or all the land in between those lines of Kafluria and the line of Nachal Mitzrayim. Rabbi Yistai Bar Shunam. Rabbi Yistai Bar Shunam said, "Ksheyagiu hagaluyos leture amna." When the people come at the time of Kibbutz Galuyos to Ture Amna, presumably they're coming down from the north to Ture Amna, in Masidus L'Moshe Shira, they're going to sing praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ma'atam, which Pasuk teaches this, to Shuri Mirosh Amanah. So to Shuri Mirosh Amanah, they will sing when they get to the head, so to speak, of Amanah. In other words, when they get to Amanah, that's when they are going to burst out in song because of the Yeshuas of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We should be zeicher them, b'mheira b'yameinu. Okay, Mamash is about Mem Zayin and Beis. The Mishnah of Osin Tolish Basuria, it really is just 3 words on Mem Zayin and Beis, so we'll leave them for tomorrow. Together with Mem Ches.